Hi friends, I'm your host Christine Hollino, and welcome back to another episode of Making Things Fun, Cool, and Sexy, the podcast where we explore the exciting world of manufacturing and technology, inspiring more women and the next generation to join this incredible industry. In today's episode, I'm sharing my first-hand experience attending CES for the very first time. It was such an incredible moment for me because I was able to attend with media credentials, something that brought me full circle. It took me back to my Hollywood red carpet days when I used to apply for media passes to interview celebrities. But this time, it felt even more meaningful because I was covering something I'm truly passionate about: innovation and manufacturing. CES was absolutely massive, and I was blown away by the sheer scale of technology on display. One of the biggest themes I noticed was the surge in autonomous vehicles and LiDAR technology. I had the privilege of interviewing leaders and engineers who are pushing these industries forward. First, I spoke with the team at Siemens about their groundbreaking work in industrial AI. Their innovations are shaping the future of smart factories, and it was fascinating to hear how AI is transforming manufacturing processes globally.
If you're going to run a factory, you want to make sure you have a digital twin of that factory. What do I mean by a digital twin? It's how close we can make the virtual world and the real world come together. The closer we can make that relationship, the more value it is to our customers. So it can be true for the factory, for the product, or whatever. So I want to show, for example, in the product, the mechanical design, the electronics, the software, all these things interact in a virtual way. But I also want to look at the factory and say, I've got manufacturing engineering, manufacturing planning, I've got execution in the factory, the automation of the factory. If I can simulate those things, then I can start to understand how things will react when I make changes or whatever in the virtual way. And if you've got all that, and then you've got data, I can use that data to create AI use cases. So for example, I could go into a factory, fly through the factory, almost like a gaming engine. I go where I want to go, and I can gather all the information that's happening in that factory real time as to what's going on. And then I might come in the morning and say, hey, what happened in the factory last night? Oh, we had a robot fail. Which robot? And I'm asking this just in natural language.
Wow.
Right? And then it comes back and says, okay, it was this robot. And I say, okay, what was the operational effectiveness of that particular robot? By the way, how many more do I have like that in the factory? How many have had similar concerns about the operational effectiveness that I have to think about? And then it may be that I say, well, look, I'm not going to be able to get that robot up and running as quickly as I thought. So help me replan the factory. To replan the factory, you have to come back to your digital twin. So we say, let's move it around and let's simulate. Can we make this thing work? Once it's working, then we say go and do it in the real world. And so what I'm trying to say is industrial AI is using all that data and the knowledge, but applying it back to the digital twin. Oftentimes you hear people talk about AI, they don't have a digital twin. Well, then all it is a bunch of information that I could maybe theorize about, but I need to prove it out with physics to show, can I run that robot? Is it going to move? Is it going to do what I expect it to do? Can it lift the load that I have? All those types of things are part of what we think about with industrial AI.
Implementing AI makes your quality assurance process faster, more cost-efficient, and more reliable.
Then I had an inspiring conversation with the folks at John Deere about their autonomous tractors. Yes, farming is getting a major tech upgrade. Agriculture technology was surprisingly a big presence at CES. And it's exciting to see how innovation is making farming more efficient and sustainable. Here with Maya. Maya, share a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Yeah, sure. Hey guys, I'm Maya. Lovely to see with you, Christine. This is awesome. I'm super stoked to talk about some of the big autonomous technology that we've got going on here. I work on the product teams that build these massive robots.
They're robots, right?
Oh yeah. So we've got 4 different machines here at the booth today. If you kind of take a step back in time, 2022, we had 1 autonomous machine. 2025, we've got 4, addressing the fundamental labor challenge that exists across multiple different industries. And that's right, these are robots that are quite literally 40,000 pounds.
I also sat down with Aeva, a company developing next generation LiDAR technology for autonomous cars and semi-trucks. Their technology is crucial for improving vehicle safety and enabling fully autonomous driving. Michael, can you share a little bit about what you do at Aeva?
Sure, my name is Michael Wolvenberg, and I'm the head of communications and marketing here at Aeva. And Aeva is a LiDAR company. LiDAR is one of the most advanced sensors that vehicles can use to understand the world around them. So if you think about, there's cameras, there's radars and LiDARs, and Aeva plays in that LiDAR space. We're a Silicon Valley-based company working on the next generation of LiDAR technology.
That's so cool. So LiDAR, does Tesla use LiDAR? Like, can you share what cars uses LiDAR technology?
Yeah. Tesla does not. They're a camera-only based system, but if you have ever ridden around in a Waymo,
I have,
or a Zoox vehicle, even some Mercedes-Benz vehicles today do use LiDAR technology.
Oh wow. Bosch blew me away with their innovations in e-bikes and autonomous factory systems. Their smart bike technology and factory automation solutions are redefining how we think about mobility and manufacturing. Hi friends, so we're here at CES in Las Vegas. It's a party. We have Steve Aoki over there DJing. I have a very famous mountain biker, Danny McAskill here. Danny, what brings you out to CES this year?
I'm at CES this year with Bosch. I've been doing stuff for their kind of main presentation for the year. We've kind of got, like, my face seems to be all over the booth, which is quite a mad one. And I'm here because I'm obviously a big e-bike fan as well, so yeah.
Awesome, so you're known for riding, you're a trails rider, mountain biker, and when did you get into e-biking?
I was around about 2020 when I first started getting into e-bikes. I mean, I've been a big, avid mountain biker for years. Ride my trials bike, which both don't have any motor still, but around about 2020 I kind of got into e-biking and I've been really obsessed with it since, so yeah.
One of the most exciting interviews I had was with Aptera, a company based in San Diego that's building a solar-powered car. Yes, a car that literally charges itself using the sun. Talk about sustainable innovation.
This is the world's first solar mobility. It gets 400 miles range on its battery pack, but it's made super aerodynamic, lightweight, with an efficient powertrain. It has the equivalent of 350 miles per gallon efficiency.
Wow.
So the solar panels on top charge it back about 40 miles a day. The battery pack will take it about 400 miles range in one direction. So for the average Southern Californian, you never have to plug it in. You get about 11,000 miles of free driving a year.
I also explored the world of electric recreational vehicles with Lighthouse, a Colorado-based company creating modern EV RVs. Their designs merge sustainability with the freedom of the open road, and it was so cool to see how the RV industry is evolving.
I am doing awesome. It's been an awesome show for us, and I just love being referred to as a fun, cool, and sexy RV. I haven't heard that before.
Yeah, this is what drew to me, was that the exterior looks so modern, fun, cool, and sexy. It's not just a typical RV, but in here too, it looks very modern.
Yep.
And I also love the fact that this is made in America.
Yeah.
So share with us, when did this company start and where is this made?
Yeah, we've been working on Lightship, gosh, about 3.5 years, really kind of since the pandemic. And it started out just two of us. The other founder's name is Ben, and we both have been working on electric vehicles for quite a while, and really had this like dream to take our passion for the outdoors and our passion for electric vehicles and kind of put it together. And gosh, yeah, it's been a wild journey, and yeah, here we are today. We're sitting in our first production version of the Lightship, which, as you said, like, we're super proud to build here in the United States, and we're building out of Broomfield, Colorado.
Another big highlight was seeing how smart home technology is evolving. From intelligent vacuums to interconnected devices, the smart home industry is becoming more sophisticated and user-friendly. The future of how we live is getting smarter and more efficient. CES wasn't just about the big tech companies. It was a showcase of how industries like agriculture, transportation, and even recreation are being transformed by technology. And it was truly an honor to be there, shaping these stories with all of you. This experience has reminded me why I started this podcast. to make manufacturing and technology exciting and accessible. From Hollywood red carpets to the floors of CES, I found my true passion in sharing how innovation is shaping our world. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends who might find this exciting. Also, if you or someone you know would like to be on the show, we would love to have them on. Just drop me an email or shoot me a DM on Instagram or LinkedIn. Details are below in the description. Let's keep inspiring more women and the next generation to see how fun, cool, and sexy manufacturing and technology can be. Until next time, keep on creating, keep on innovating, and always remember to keep it fun, cool, and sexy.